welcome. How are you guys? Happy New Year! And if it's your birthday, happy birthday, but I don't know if it's anyone's birthday. How are you guys? Can you let me know how the audio is? Our bitrate is questionable today, but we'll see what happens. Can you hear me? Can you hear the game? My mic is a little quiet. Okay. Alright. Is that better? I have moved my mic closer and lowered the game audio too. How is that? If my bitrate would come back, you know, it'd be better. Wink wonk. Grr. But is that better? Much better, okay. Let's go. How are you guys? Any plans for the new year? We managed to cross the guard post and make our way through the garrison before meeting the Storyteller. Mr. Wright and Maya should be meeting with the Spella at this very moment. I wonder if they were able to find out any more information about Bizella. Alchemist's house. Yeah. Well, we've reached the square, but I wonder where the Alchemist's residence is. Hey, Nick! Look over there! No plans, just working on getting back on top of my comms. Oh, good luck! Hopefully it goes well. Sitting in my room because my parents won't stay up with me and I have no IRL friends. Oh, no! It's okay. Our family was invited over to someone's house to make dumplings today, and I was like, I don't eat dumplings, so I'm gonna stay home and stream. Bye-bye! So I'm home alone right now. There's a street leading away from the square. Of course. Best of luck. Hey, you're right. Let's go take a look. Alchemist's house. Oh, hello, child. Hey, I thought you two were working at the bakery. Are you goofing off? You're so real for that. Yeah, it's like, I don't really feel like socializing, and I'm not gonna eat the dumplings, so it's like, why bother? I'll just stream and have fun. Gangsta! I mean, we take it, I guess. Well, not exactly. Actually, we thought we'd give up baking and try our hands at something else. Is that so? Sounds like a good idea. Your bread did taste a little unusual anyway. What? You mean our bread wasn't delicious? Oh no, OBS is gone. Oh shoot. What's going on? Oh, are we back? Are we back? Hello? My gosh. Yes, okay. Maybe? My bitrate is green now. For now. Be back when it's not stable? Ooh. Well, my bitrate is green now, so maybe the refresh was what it needed. We shall see. That's strange. I mean, we used so much butter, and kneaded that dough so hard. Just my opinion, mind. I prefer my bread a little more fluffy and light. Oh, really? So, just how fluffy and light are we talking here? Well, maybe about as fluffy and light as in this puzzle. We bacon? You doing? Oh, no. It's one of these. Okay. Cloud Maze 2! Navigate Maya through the clouds and help her find Phoenix. Jumping into holes in the clouds will drop Maya down, and likewise jumping on the cliff will center. Okay. Can I? Oh, okay. But yeah, let me know if the bitrate is doing okay now, because it looks okay on my end. But it could be different. Maya's in the distortion world? She is. On our way to find Giratina. Ooh, there's another hole. Did that do anything for me? No, it did not. You can always have Uno Night if it raid acts up. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. They're all pointing at different ones. Oh, hi Phoenix. Okay, wait. Purple. We just go over editing or eat boba quietly in our rooms. That is true. I might order boba for myself. We'll see. We'll see how spicy I'm feeling. What's your go-to flavor? It's either mango, matcha, or brown sugar milk tea. Those are like the 3 flavors I drink.
Leave it to your friendly neighborhood spirit medium. Check it out, Nick.
Great, that was quite the dizzying experience. Wow, impressive work. I really didn't expect you to solve that. Actually, I thought the same thing too. Well, I knew I could do it. So what were you out of work bakers doing hanging around here anyway? All good choices, let's go. I've been validated. We're investigating an incident involving the Alchemist. Do you know anything about it? Surely the Knights of the Inquisition are the ones you should ask. They could tell you a lot more than I can. You might be right about that. Even so, it's a right shame someone like him could get murdered. I often went to him myself to get medicine. He was always friendly and understanding. Seems like Sir Belduke was a good man, at least from what we've heard so far. I just hope they manage to solve this case soon. You seem to know more than you let on, kid. So this is Sir Belduke's residence. It definitely looks like an alchemist's house. I've never seen plants like these before. So what do we do now? Just because the owner's deceased, we can't exactly go barging in. But have you noticed just how well kept his yard is? It looks like someone is still living here. Someone has definitely been doing the upkeep around here, that's for sure. Hey, who's that over there? Whomst of... My sincere apologies. I'm afraid medicaments are no longer being provided here. Huh? Did you not come here for... Is medicaments how you say it? That seems wrong to me, but I don't know. Of some kind? No. We didn't come here for that. We're good. We're here to investigate the incident. The one involving Sir Belduke. Forgive me if I'm mistaken, but... you do not look like members of the Knights of the Inquisition. I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. And you? I'm guessing you live here? Indeed. My name is Jean Greyearl. I was butler to the late Master Belduke. Wow, a butler! This must be my first time meeting a real one. Well, Mr. Greyearl, if you don't mind, I've been told that the incident involving your master was shrouded in mystery. Has it got something to do with the Great Witch Bezella? We're trying to investigate that at the moment. Great Witch Bezella? Am I right in supposing that you are defending Espella Cantabella? Well, actually, yes. Yes, we are. So, you know Espella, do you? I'd push that kid in the mud. What? Does he look bullyable? That goes without saying. Everyone around here knows her. Do you think you can help us? We're here looking for leads. While he was alive, the Master taught me the value of investigating the truth that governs the natural world. If you too are investigating the truth, then it would be against his teachings for me not to cooperate with you. Would you both like to come in? We can discuss the matter further inside. That would be great. Thank you, Mr. Rail. Whoa, spoken like a true butler. He's a pretty cool guy, isn't he, Nick? He sounds like a nerd. Oof. Very tiny. You'd expect a butler to be taller. What is this room? This is the room that Master Belduke kindly provided as my accommodation. So, is this the room where the incident took place? That would be the Master's study. It's in the room right next door. Hi, Epic Pikachu, how are you? Happy New Year! However, the state of his room has been carefully preserved since the incident 3 months ago. As such, entry into the room is not currently permitted. Really? Bummer. Is that by order of the Knights of the Inquisition by any chance? Yes, and as I have lived with the Master since an early age, they also decided it would only be fitting for me to stay on and keep the place in order. So you've been looking after the place ever since Sir Belduke passed away? Yes, that's correct. Yeah, Happy New Year! Do you have any plans? Now then, is there anything further you wish to discuss? Beanie's only 5'9"? Wait, really? Everyone else is tiny. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I thought Phoenix was like, I don't know, at least 5'11". Maybe that's just his hair, though. His hair makes him look tall. There's a stain on the floor. Oh, it's fire. Where? Aha. As I mentioned a moment ago, I know very little about this matter. As a matter of fact, it might be better to ask the Inquisitors. I can tell you about one thing, though, namely what occurred before the incident. Before the incident? Yes, it was 3 months ago, around the time that Master Belduke was murdered.
We were on our way back from collecting specimens for research, and it was already into the small hours of the morning. There was a thunderstorm on the way, and as the storm drew nearer, we quickly made our way home.
Oh, hopefully you enjoy that. Miles is only 1 inch taller. Oh my gosh, wait, he's tiny too. I thought he'd be like 6 feet. I don't know. Edgeworth gives tall vibes. Maybe it's his personality. Everyone is tiny compared to my height. Kimono's
Anyone
tall.
would have been surprised at what we saw. But Master Belduke, well, how can I put this? He reacted in a most peculiar way. Unlike others who saw it, he seemed unsettled, as if he was truly afraid of something.
Maya's 5'2", she's my height. That's crazy. With or without the top knot.
After that bell tower appeared, he changed completely. Master Belduke became a different man.
Kind of strange seeing such an anime Layton style game. Yeah, they mixed it up where some characters look like Layton characters and some look like Ace Attorney. And they're just standing around vibing with each other. Everyone looks cute, true. Wait a second. Did you just say a bell tower appeared? New Year's resolutions, do you have any content related or otherwise not content related? So, I don't usually do resolutions, mostly because having them stresses me out. I'm a little baby. I'm like, oh, I don't want to force myself to do stuff. So, no, I do not have any resolutions. Do you guys? Any fun ones? Or maybe not so fun ones, but resolutions nonetheless. Resolutions can be fun. They can, but then, like, I don't know. I get so, like, disappointed if I don't do it, right? Like, it's how I feel about Inktober. Inktober is really fun. But the fact that I, like, quote-unquote have to do it kind of kills my motivation for it. So if I tell myself I have a resolution, that's gonna kill my motivation for it. It's weird. Get a job, let Australia work out. Please, please. Let's go. 2025 is the year of kimono. I'm no good at keeping them. I feel it. I feel that. Might eat a new fruit I've never tried if I see one. Ooh, how interesting. For example, do you have any, like, that you have your eyes on? Maybe, like, I don't know, what have you not tried? How many fruits have you tried? Resolution for Renary, play Uno with friends. Don't say that, because then I'm gonna be like, oh, no, I don't want to, but I do want to. 2025 will be your year, I believe. Hey, that explains it. That must be what High Inquisitor Darklaw meant when she mentioned an incident involving the bell tower. To this day, I do not know what the Master was so afraid of. Do you think it was connected in some way to his death? I think it must have been magic. I mean, for a bell tower to just appear like that? Mr. Grey Earl, do you mind if we have a look around? I feel like I drink a lot of the fruit juices and less of the real fruit. Like a mangosteen or dragon fruit. Lots of apple. Oh, okay, I see. So you have some options. That's good. It's not Thanksgiving anymore, but I'm thankful for the blue cat who's also my new friend. I'm thankful for you guys too. I am very happy to have met you guys through streaming. Thankful the blue cat was my oldest friend. Yeah, let's go, old friends. Yippee! Eat a dragon fruit. They're kind of cool and look like a poly. You know, I could see it. I could see it. Yeah, especially the ones that are pink on the inside. Dragon fruit might be interesting. My family's had it. I have not because I don't like trying new things. But that is definitely an option. I know that the Inquisitors have already carried out a full investigation, but there just might be a clue or two with some kind of connection to the Great Witch. Well, I suppose. I've heard they taste like nothing, so that's why I'm curious. Really? So it's just like a texture thing? That's so weird. Providing that I'm allowed to accompany you, of course. There's sensitive equipment everywhere, and it is my responsibility to take care of it. I understand. We'll be careful. Have you tried durian? We have durian candies shoved in the way back of our pantry because they smell so bad. Because I think it was for, was it Thanksgiving? Durian scares me, literally. Because I think it was for Thanksgiving when we had family over. Our uncles, they brought it because they were like, we should have everybody try one. And I was like, because you open it and the whole room stinks. It's horrible. Apparently, like, the fruit tastes good to some people, and to some people it tastes like gasoline. So I really don't know what to think. I wonder how the professor and Luke are doing with their visit to the Storyteller. Yeah, I've been wondering about that too. A chance to meet Labyrinthia's creator. Let's just hope they don't upset the guy and have some terrible plot twist written about them. That'd only happen if it was you that visited the Storyteller, Nick. The professor would never let anything like that happen. I've got a feeling they'll come back with some pretty useful leads. We have to do our best too, Nick. Let's keep up our side of the investigation. You got it, Maya. We're all in this together. Come on, let's see what we can find. That's the spirit. Ooh. Bell Tower and Alchemist. According to Grey Earl, Sir Belduke's brother, the bell tower appeared mysteriously after lightning struck one evening. For some reason, Sir Belduke became seriously agitated upon its appearance. The bell tower in the town square is under continuous guard. Could this be related in some way to the death of the alchemist? The Great Witch Bazella will be tried in court? That will be Labyrinthia's final chapter, a fitting end for a town ruled by witches and their magic. Am I to believe that this final chapter has already begun? That is correct, and there is no way you can possibly change its final outcome. I wonder about that. I feel like I need to conjure a list, because eating the candy flavors and juices is one thing, but Ribena is good, but is a normal black currant? Huh. I've never heard of that one. You see, I gave my word to a young lady. I promised that, without fail, I would be able to rescue her. If I'm not mistaken, the Great Witch Trial will begin in 2 weeks' time, the same day on which you will hold your next parade. The old man is giving crab with his hair. I think it's supposed to be an owl, but I could see it. I'm not going to be able to unsee that now. I believe that should give us sufficient time to show you what we can do. Such a smug countenance. I find it intolerable. I beg your pardon. 2 weeks from now, you say? I'm afraid that information is out of date, Herschel Layton. Out of date? What do you mean? My parade will be held the day after tomorrow, according to the amended story. What? 2201111. Eh? The day after tomorrow? That's not fair. Now that's the kind of countenance I want from the characters in my story. What? That's what I do, didn't you know? I decide the fate of the characters who have no knowledge of their future. Oh, cat on the keyboard in your face! Kitty, say hi to your cat! It would appear that you are not yet fully aware of the gravity of the situation. Let me see now. Just for fun, I'll write you a little story. A story full of surprises and a few tears. All the fireworks are scaring her. No! Protect. I shall enjoy seeing the emotions of the characters as they play their parts. A story for us? Stories are a fixture of this town. It would be wise to embrace them. Let's see. I think we need a stimulating incident. We shall have a witch, some witchcraft, and perhaps a little death. Storyteller, because an Ace Attorney trials are the next day and I can only last 3 days. True! Death. You can't. Oh, but I can. Let me see. This is a golden opportunity to use the Alchemist's residence. How about this? Your comrade meets with death by golden curse in the Alchemist's residence. This could be a truly interesting story. No way! Feel free to act as you wish when playing your role in the story. How can you? The beginning of a new tragedy or farce. The victim of a golden curse lies in the dwelling of a user of false alchemy. A man from afar falls to a golden curse, and a woman from afar cries out in grief. The woman is captured, her dark trial begins. The fiery pit will cleanse all her sins. Not my Phoenix! A man from afar falls to a golden curse, and a woman from afar cries out in grief. This must be referring to Maya and Mr. Wright. If we don't do something, Mr. Wright and Miss Fay will be in danger. There's no time to lose, Luke. Let's go and find them. Right you are, Professor. The story has already been written, and no matter what you do, you will not change the results. I do not agree. What we do next can change the future in any number of ways. I'm sure that's what you want to believe. In fact, a naive outburst like that could be a poignant plot point. Please, be my guest. Your words may help to raise the tension and bring a little excitement to my story. You monster! Luke, now is not the time. We need to help Mr. Wright and Maya. Okay, let's go, Professor. Better hurry. Oh, they gave us the story. Okay. Hmm? Professor, do you hear a flapping sound coming this way? The sound of a large bird, perhaps. Bird. Where's bird? It's cute! Where did the perch come from? Ah! That's the owl that we saw in the audience room! It's holding a letter in its mouth, not to mention watching us intently. Perhaps he wants to tell us something. I'll try talking to him to see what he wants. Purple. Yeah, purple owl. What can we do for you? I've got it, Professor! Hoot, that's the owl. Says that the letter was delivered to the Storyteller 3 months ago. To the Storyteller? If that's so, then we can't very well keep it. After all, it's wrong to read letters addressed to someone else. That's what the owl said, but he also said there's absolutely nothing written on the sheets of parchment inside the envelope. Look, Professor. See? They're totally blank. A letter with nothing written on it. That is indeed most curious. And another thing, Professor. The owl says the letter was sent by the Alchemist. What's that, my boy? Written by the Alchemist? Do you remember what the Storyteller wrote in that story he penned a moment ago? A victim of a golden curse lies in the dwelling of a user of false alchemy, which probably means the place at which the incident will occur is the home of the one who sent this letter. In other words, at the Alchemist's house, right, Professor? It appears the address of the sender, Sir Belduke, is written on the envelope, which means we'd better make our way there immediately. Thanks, Mr. Hoot. The address on the envelope is somewhere near the town square. That's a little far from here, Professor. We might not make it in time. I think we'd better run. Luke, my boy, we have the need to rent a steed. I think you're right, Professor. That would be far quicker than running. Horse! Quickly, Luke. There's no time to lose. Hey, easy, boy. This horse is certainly spirited. Horse. Hans. Say, Nick, have you noticed how the color of that wall is different from all the other walls in the room? I think I've investigated enough crime scenes by now to notice something as obvious as that, Maya. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but actually there was a small fire here a while ago. It was my fault. The wall ended up a little bit singed in the process. Now that you mention it, there are some signs of a fire on the floor here too. Yes, that is correct. Anyway, I decided to paint the wall myself. Looks like Mr. Grey Earl was way handier with his herbs than with the paintbrush. I lit a candle, set fire to some dried straw. In all my time as a butler, I've never made such a major blunder. Nah, it's not that bad. You're being a little hard on yourself. That's right. It's not so bad. You think that's bad? You should see Nick try to do the laundry. Now that's a major blunder. Okay, that was one time. Anyway, what did he do? Let's go check out Mr. Belduke's study. While we're here, could you show us around your room a little, Mr. Grey Earl? Of course. If it'll bring you any closer to finding the truth, be my guest. However, as the Knights of the Inquisition have ordered that the crime scene be left undisturbed, I must ask that you refrain from touching anything while you're in the study. Sure, we'll be careful. I want to know what Phoenix did. Like, did he dump all the soap in or something? Is that a minibar? What's inside all those bottles? That happened one time! Just once. The town is over there. It's the opposite direction from the bell tower. I got a little careless and failed to properly extinguish a fire. I painted the wall green so as to cover the discoloration caused by the fire. Green. The box covers slight burn marks from a small fire. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Hey, look, Nick! They're on the floor! It's one of those, whatchamacallits, you know, a crop circle, right? That's an alchemist circle, Maya. We're not in a wheat field. Crop circle. I'm sorry to repeat myself, but please be sure not to touch anything. You heard him, Maya. That means keep your hands to yourself. No problem. I'll just do the touching with my eyes. With your eyes? Okay, Maya. You do that. Oh, that's a magic circle. It's neatly drawn and it sure looks magical. It looks like a load of white powder has been scattered around the desk. How suspicious. About this white powder. Has it been here since the incident? That's right. It was just like this when I entered the room on the morning following the incident. I've left it this way ever since. I guess someone must have dropped a container full of some medicine. Please try not to walk in it. You may leave footprints. Suspicious white powder, very sus. Now that you said it, all I want to do is leave little old footprints all over the place. It'll be like, Maya was here. We don't need that, girl. Definitely just talk, yeah. Nothing wrong. The cabinet might have contained the Alchemist research materials, but it's been emptied. Hint coins where? Hey, that's a pretty little picture over there. We could use a picture like this back at the office, don't you think? We could hang it right next to Charlie. Hmm? What is it, Nick? The wall behind this picture frame. The wall? Oh, that! It seems like there's some kind of green mark on the wall just by the painting. Just baby powder, totally not drugs. Yeah, exactly. I wonder if there's something hidden behind this painting. Hey, Nick, look at this. The wall behind the painting. It's painted green. Is there a problem? No. No problem. This could be some kind of clue. The globe of the night sky. Can we talk to you? What's the matter, Mr. Grey Earl? Oh, actually, it's that pendant. I must say, I find it fascinating. Oh, you mean this old thing? It's called a Magatama. Magatama? Yup. You could say it's kinda like my source of power, I guess. I understand. Stones are often charged with energy, after all. The pendant you're wearing is pretty neat too. It's such a mysterious color. Oh, this? It's an amethyst. Master Belduke asked me to wear it. An amethyst? The amethyst brings about good vibrations in an alchemy sense. Mr. Grey Earl? Oh, I'm sorry. I was just remembering Master Belduke. He gave me this stone and accepted me as his assistant alchemist. But now, Master, such is the order of the natural world. Seems like Grey Earl really misses him. He must have really respected Sir Belduke. Well, I think we've just about investigated everything we can for now. But we didn't find any leads on the Great Witch. Oh, Mr. Grey Earl? Yes, what is it? Is there anywhere else you could think of where we might find more clues? Let me see. Well, there's a cellar under the study. That's where the master kept his research materials. A cellar under this room? Yes, there's a trapdoor in the floor leading down to the cellar. A room containing Belduke's research materials. If you don't mind, I'd like to have a quick look at that room. I see. Very well, if you'll please just wait a moment. That ladder leads down into the cellar, but be careful, it's rather dark down there. It looks like it might be a little cramped down there, too. That's true. Perhaps it is a bit small for the both of you at once. Okay, Nick, this seems more like your kind of thing anyway. What do you mean? I don't know. I guess you're just more suited to small, dark, damp places. I'm not a rat, you know. Come on, you know that's not what I mean. I'll just stay up here and snoop around for some clues. It's not snooping, Maya. It's investigating. Anyway, you do that. I'll be right back. way to go, Nick! Well, I should return to my room. Please give me a call as soon as you've both finished. Okay, got it. You're gonna leave Maya unattended? I don't know if that's a good idea. Go! Ugh, sorry, guys. It's a little chilly down here. Doesn't look like it's been used much. The air is musty and stale. Anyway, better hurry up and take a look around. Go! Looks like a sculpture of a goat, I think. Something about it gives me the creeps. Yeah, that has bad idea written all over it. Exactly. You don't just leave Maya with stuff she can mess with. Wait a second. Is this... This thing is completely made of gold! Could this be the result of alchemy? I guess in this town, anything's possible. If Maya were here, she'd break her back trying to take that goat away with her. That's strange. Almost everything in this room is covered in a layer of dust. Everything except for the goat, that is. Seems to have been kept in pristine condition. Why wouldn't you keep your golden goat in pristine condition? Where's the last hit coin? Ah. Well, well, well. If this isn't a well, looks like it's still in use too. I'm guessing you need quite a bit of clean water for alchemy. Come to think of it, I haven't noticed any plumbing here in Labyrinthia. Oh? The poor potted plants are starting to wither. I'm going to get some water for them. Okay, Phoenix. Get some water. This well must have been built here specifically to provide water for alchemical research. Water the plants, Phoenix! Guess that goat really is the goat indeed. Looks like Sir Belduke studied alchemy here too. I don't see anything medicine-like, but there sure is a lot of equipment. This desk is pretty messy. Not a speck of dust, though. I guess Grey Earl must be keeping it clean. There's a wooden box by the desk, filled with all kinds of junk. A doll is peeping out of the box. Wonder if it was left by a little girl who was one of the doctor's patients. Well, looks like I've pretty much seen all there is to see down here. The room doesn't seem to have been used much, and there's nothing I can see that might provide a lead. If I stay here any longer, I might just end up covered in dust myself. Not to mention, standing here sighing is kind of clogging up my lungs. Maybe it's time I headed back upstairs. I should probably see how Maya's doing. This is the Alchemist's house. We have to hurry. Professor! Wait for me!
Miss Faye.
Hi, Professor. What's up? You look flushed.
Where's Mr. Wright? Have you seen him?
Oh, Nick. He's just down in the basement doing some investigating. He should be back up soon. So how did it go? Did you get to see the Storyteller?
Please, get Mr. Wright immediately. It's safer if we're all together in one place. I'll explain later. Just hurry.
Huh?
As things stand, Mr. Wright is in serious danger.
Nick's in danger? What do you mean?
I have reason to believe that a witch will appear here soon.
Oh boy. Beanie's always in danger, true.
All is as written in the story.
Do you happen to be the Great Witch Bazella?
Concern yourselves not with who I am, but rather with what you will now become.
Woo bad looking. I'm dead. How dearie, dearie me. Whatever is the matter, child? You look positively flustered. Sir Belduke is no longer resident here. You'll need to go somewhere else for your medicaments. I know that! Let me through! It's a matter of life and death! Life and death, you say? If so, then I may foresee a hit ballad. Race up with your hearts and sing with Birdly. My bird is Cracker, first, second, and thirdly. Ah, this must be the rival Mr. Bardley was talking about. Anyway, I'm in a hurry. Oh, dearie, dearie me!
It wasn't me!
He got Midas!
What the?
Dun dun dun!
Professor, the words the storyteller wrote really did come true, and in the worst possible way. A man from afar falls to a golden curse.
His pose!
At first, I thought he was referring to Mr. Wright, but I got it all wrong. It was about the professor.
Rest in peace, Layton. I have to pay respects indeed. My poor man. Professor Layton was turned into a gold statue through witchcraft in the Alchemist residence. How can this be? Not the ... The golden Layton. My guy is dead. He's gone. It's over, guys. No more Professor Layton. Oh my gosh, I missed so many puzzles. Chapter 4, The Golden Court. It doesn't make sense. How has it come to this? That darn witch! Why did it have to happen to the professor of all people? You've gotta believe me, Nick. I may be a spirit medium, but I'm no witch. Don't worry, I know it wasn't you. See, it's not an Ace Attorney game until Maya gets convicted of murder. We hate to see it, but we also love to see it. Consistency. Huh? Say, have you seen Luke today? I haven't seen him since last night. He was crying all night. I didn't know what to say to him. No kidding. He's the one suffering the most from all this. Poor kid. Or at least accused, exactly. He probably needs some time alone with his grief. We should leave him be. Yeah, he shouldn't have to see this trial. It'd be too hard for him. Oh, it's Espella. They let you out? What are you doing here, Espella? Have you been cleared of the accusations? No, not yet. If only it was that easy. It's just that I'm not technically under arrest, so I got special permission to come here. What? You're not under arrest, but you were in a cell. What? I'm free to go wherever I like within this building. Ah, I see. I heard about Mr. Layton. It's awful. He was such a good man. I'm sorry, Espella. Huh? What are you apologizing for? We were supposed to find clues connected to Bezella, but we couldn't find anything. And now the professor's been... No, don't say that. It's not your fault. And I don't believe a word of what they say about Maya. She isn't a witch. Thank you, Espella. Mr. Wright, do you mind if I assist you in court today? Huh? I know I may not be of much use, but I'll do what I can. I want to help you and Maya. Espella? Excuse me? Who is this? Oh, it's... You're... Grey Earl, butler of the late Master Belduke. I've come to inquire after Miss Maya. It's most regrettable what happened yesterday. Oh, thank you for coming all the way here. Huh? You look really pale, Jean. Are you alright? Oh, please don't worry about me. It's merely that, since the incident, sleep has eluded me. Oh. I spent the night searching through Master's notes on alchemy. I hope there may be some mention of a method by which something turned to gold may be reverted back to its original form. You were looking for a way to... rescue the professor? Human fate is often cruel, but that's also why we must never lose hope. Jean. Defender, accused. The trial is about to start. Proceed to the chamber. Yes, we're coming. Nick. Cheer up, Maya. I'm not just going to let them sentence you. I just wish all of this would stop already, whether someone's a witch or not. No one deserves to be burned. I know. I can't stand for it either. If you'll kindly excuse me now, I must return to my duties. No problem. We, appreciate you coming to see us. Something's bothering me. Jean seems somewhat odd today. Let's go, Mr. Wright. The trial is about to begin. Oh gosh. No, Maya!
The trial of Maya Fey shall now begin, as scheduled. Knights of the court, are you ready to cross your swords of justice?
Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum always has his sword ready for the work of justice.
Defense ready, Your Honor. At this stage, I've just got to give it all I've got.
It would appear the defender has thrown down the gauntlet, Sir Barnum. Now, before we begin, may I have a word with you, defender?
Yes, Your Honor.
Last time we met, you stood in this court as an apprentice baker. In all honesty, when I saw you for the first time, I thought to myself, a baker should stick to bread baking.
Is that so? What a fine first impression I made.
However, today you are not merely some befuddled maker of sweet buns. I'm obliged to fully recognize you as a knight of law and justice, on par with Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum.
The full name is crazy.
Now may your duel begin. Fight bravely and expose the truth behind this heinous crime.
All right, we're all counting on you, Inquisitor Barnum.
I knew she was a witch as soon as I laid my eyes on her. She's got witch written all over her.
That's crazy.
Why not put the baker on trial? Bake the baker, I say!
But I thought men couldn't be witches.
They treat him like some sort of celebrity.
He may be adored by the crowds, but when he pointed his sword my way, you managed to shield me from his accusations.
It's time to duel, indeed.
Maya clearly isn't a witch, so surely your victory is certain.
Thank you for believing in me, Espella.
Espella Cantabella. I have given you leave to come to this trial today. However, that does not mean that the charges against you have been dropped. Rather than worry about others, you should consider your own situation.
Thank you for granting me your permission, Inquisitor.
She did not care. Inquisitor Barnum, you may begin your opening statement. As you wish, my lord. As usual, let us commence this trial by first recounting the events, if it pleases you, Sir Blue Knight. You wish, Inquisitor. I still can't get used to this terminology. This heinous crime occurred in the residence of the late Newton Belduke, the Alchemist. Here is the sketch plan of his residence. This room, of a somewhat questionable nature, is the Alchemist's study, in which the incident took place. The only ones present at the moment of the crime were the accused and the victim, no one else. The witnesses who arrived at the scene seconds later have indicated where they found the accused and the victim. Very well, the sketch is accepted as evidence. The accused took Sir Layton's life with the most cruel of magic. A living man 1 second, a golden statue the next. Such wickedness! Magic that turns things into gold. Sure, why not? Several townspeople rushed to the room and paid witness to the horror of this magic. The accused has been captured and charged. Goodness, that is terrifying. Rumors have reached me that the victim was a most scintillating man. I'm not quite certain whether it was prior to or after. But incidentally, was this Sir Layton not the same hat maker who attended our previous trial? No, he wasn't a hat ma- Bizarre as it is. Sir Layton's profession and origin remain unknown. He was a stranger in this city, that is all we know. And you, sir, his acquaintance. You are an unusual presence in our city yourself. Today's case certainly is peculiar. And that is not the last of the peculiarities, my lord. The Alchemist's study has been the scene of another strange incident in the past. Ah yes, I remember it as if it were yesterday. The mysterious death of Newton Belduke himself. Indeed, my lord. Regrettably, the only case of witchcraft still to remain unsolved in our fair city. The witch may have escaped her punishment back then. But perhaps today is the day on which both these mysterious crimes shall be solved. Excuse me? What? What are you implying? Patience. You will know soon enough, Sir Suddenly Pale Blue Knight. How interesting. It seems that the Inquisition have something up their sleeve. Now, Inquisitor Barnum, you may begin. Thank you, my lord. The Inquisition summons the witnesses to this malicious crime of witchcraft. If only I'd made it into the room sooner. Maybe I could have prevented all this from happening. I won't let Maya take the rap for this. I'll find every single crack in their testimony and prove it wasn't her. Welcome to the Witch's Court, honorable witnesses. Now let us hear your names and occupations. What? No, his hair! He looks like a Christmas tree. I forgot what voice I gave him. I'm known far and wide as a mere punch-and bog. I, soon to be the new head of Punch and Bog's retail organization, Pro.
Hang on!
Wait a minute, witness. Was that Blue Squire? You're that guy from the previous trial. Just, what the heck's happened to you? You look like you've been on one of those ultimate makeover shows. Whatever do you mean? My name's Amir Punchinbog. I, soon to be the head of Punchinbog's retail organization, Pro. What is the meaning of this, Inquisitor? I do not care to delve into this witness's personal affairs. Looks like he remembers him all too well. Witnesses, pray continue.
Oh, dearie, dearie me. It is I who usually asks the questions. I am, you see, but a humble teacher. Call me Miss Primstone. The children of Labyrinthia Primary School have the privilege of learning the truths about this world from me.
An elementary school teacher, huh? Good to know at least one witness seems sensible. The winds carry my song. It's Birdly stringing along. Parrot and bard, ensemble avant-garde. My faithful muse here is Cracker the musical parrot. No one understands music like Cracker, aside from me, naturally. At least it's not another goat. What a smart bird. He just imitated that teacher perfectly. It's the guy. No. I'm Luke Triton. My occupation is the professor's apprentice. Luke? Luke? But why? What are you doing there? I made up my mind. Top 10 anime betrayals, for real? I'm doing this for the professor. A gentleman has to pursue the truth. But, Luke, that's where the Inquisition's witnesses stand. I'll never forgive that witch. A gentleman shouldn't glare at people as if he wants to hit him in the face. Luke. Your friend today can be your enemy tomorrow. Such is the hard reality of the battlefield. Witnesses, we will now hear your testimonies. Tell us all of this wicked incident, which you have been unfortunate enough to witness. Okay. I would love to read more, but unfortunately, I don't know if my voice is up for that. So, we will save the testimony and stuff for next time, which is next year. Absolutely insane. But I will be drawing since we've got some time. So...